All right.
By the way, I know it says in the title to do Hard Lucid, but we actually killed Hard Lucid this weekend. So
well, congrats. So
we're actually going for the Hard Will.
Hard Will is Hard Will is next one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we did do Hard Lucid.
All right. It's good that you're not just waiting for the session before you make progress.
Yeah, sorry. It kind of just happened, as in we were not planning for it, right? We were just
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
fucking around, and then we just decided to like, yeah, fuck it, just do it. And then we had 5 seconds left.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's clean.
Yeah. I
Not
know.
even close. Yeah.
We even had 5 people. 1 person died out, so it was.
Ooh.
We're definitely doing it each week now.
Nice, nice. Okay, well, let's help you out with whatever we still can do for you. So Hard Lucid is not the main thing anymore.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's mainly like things are getting expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that much time to just grind it out and stuff like that. I usually do like a totem a week. So with Ursus and MapleStory, that's my income basically, around 2 bill, 3 bill, I would say, a week. So.
Wait, could you get a little closer to your microphone? Because I think you're far away from
Even
it.
further. Oh shit.
Yeah, get
1 second.
Like if you
I'm
stick
gonna
out your
get it in.
tongue, you have to hit your
Like,
microphone. Yes, exactly like that.
Like
Yeah.
I actually, maybe I can actually put it up a bit.
No, just your lip. Touch the microphone with your lip.
Oh,
okay?
even like this?
Yes. God,
Everything
yes.
can hear me breathe. Oh man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good opportunity to practice nose breathing.
Yeah, true.
So.
I think I have pop filter.
Yes, Jett. Oh yeah. Well, then you definitely need to touch the pop filter because that thing is even further away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, with the Jett, how's it going? How are you liking it?
Really good. So I basically picked it up again after they buffed it quite a bit ago, as in with the 25% final damage.
Yep.
And yeah, I always liked it, but the moment they nerfed the starfall mechanic with the cooldown, yeah, then I just jumped the ship because that was
The ship. Get it?
yeah, exactly. Since then I didn't like it anymore with like Planet Burster being horrible with farming, so I went Buccaneer. I know, another great choice.
Yeah. Just
And then
nothing
now
but
I'm
net.
back to Jett.
Yeah. Because I guess Bunker Buster, no, not Bunker Buster, but the other Buster is way stronger now, right?
Yeah, and they buffed it with 2 additional targets.
And way faster, right? I think.
Yeah, that as well. And in general, I think I became a lot more patient as well, since it's been a while since I actually played the Jett. So that's a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they also changed final, backup, beatdown, and stuff like that. Like just the little things that really made it a lot more enjoyable for me to play again. And then, I kind of addicted to the class now.
Cool. Okay. Well, addiction, maybe.
Yeah,
That's
no. As in,
maybe
I
not
just
that
really
cool,
enjoy
but
this.
like good that you're enjoying it at least.
Exactly. That's the thing.
And Hard Lucid is the thing that you guys just cleared in the party?
Yeah. So we're still with the first time as well with the new one, because we were 5 people. We needed another slot to be filled, and then we got a dual blader, and he was like, "Yeah, let's just do Hard Lucid," and we actually killed it. So, yeah, that was very random. Did not expect that evening.
That happened.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
And what
no weapon drop, unfortunately.
No, yeah, that's always a wild card. So, what level are you now?
243.
243. Okay. And everyone
So
else in the party is around the same point, or
they're higher.
Oh,
they're higher.
okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, they're mainly around 250 and higher ish range. I think I'm the lowest as 243. Most are like 248, 253 ranges.
So that's why they want to move into Hard Will as well, because they're closer to the level there.
For the levels, yes, but we were mainly just... At first, we just started doing this for normal Will and normal Lucid. And then we just became stronger and stronger. I don't even think we have been playing for that long either. As in clearing it out each week. But we just were able to continue to grow, continue to get stronger, and then we're just basically seeing where it goes.
Yeah, just see how far you can push it.
Yeah, we're just gonna see how far we can push it.
Apparently, this is how far you can.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a guess.
Yeah,
It's a guessing game.
Well, you just yeah. I mean, kind of limit test. You try and see if you're way off, or if you're actually if it's a realistic goal, right? If it's something nearby. I don't know how strong the dual blade was that joined you. Maybe they had something to do with it.
He was also around 30k, so same stats as me.
Okay. Yeah, I guess with the reboot passive and everything, the general requirements for the bosses probably went down quite a bit.
Yeah, like the 5, 10, 15 really helped a lot for our party. Like Cal actually mentioned. It felt I think it got 770 stars. So I'm just to the point now where I'm not really sure how to make good decisions on actually upgrading with the amount of mazes I get each week.
How much is that? How much do you make?
3 bill each week-ish. As
okay.
in 1.2 mil bill on a totem, usually do 1 totem a week with the time, if I'm lucky to. And then from bosses, usually around 1.5, 1.4, because I also do them with my book.
Right.
And then also MapleStory and Ursus. So I think around 3 bill each week.
Well, one of the main things you can do is stop rolling defense on your equips, because that doesn't actually help you. So I don't know why you keep rolling that.
It's something I keep getting really happy, and then I just actually read it, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's defense. It's the worst.
Why does
line.
that keep happening on?
I don't know, man.
On archers, like everything they have 2-line decks is like a lot of line defense.
Yeah. Same with the monocle. I was like, ooh, never mind.
Yeah. Ooh, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
like it's 5 items or something. 2-line decks, 1-line defense. There's no way that's random, right? Like.
It's guaranteed. That's why you play dex class.
Yeah. The prime.
They hype you up, and then they just.
The fairy heart is so painful to look.
I know. I was like, holy shit, 33, but nope.
But no, yeah. For that one fraction of a second, you have some hope, and then immediately destroyed.
Yeah. So I did make a couple of upgrades because I knew those were just basic, as in I was able to get the Sweetwater badge. Finally was able to transpose it. I got my Sweetwater tattoo with a better potential, so that one is also upgraded. But those were just basically the basic things, right, that I also knew that I had to do. So yeah, I just don't know, as in now my plan is to just get 17 stars on everything, legit everything. It's almost with all my slots that I have now, but I'm not sure with just waiting with the Star Force reducing price.
Yeah, it's gonna be like in the summer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think up until like 17, that probably makes sense to not let that last too long. The main argument for all the upgrades is like, do you need the upgrade or do you want the upgrade, right? If your mobbing is not in any kind of trouble, if you can do all the bosses, that you feel are reasonable to do around your level, then there's no pressure to level. It's just like seeing other big numbers or wanting your number to go higher. But if it's not actively going to give you more kill speed or like really like tangible speed of killing bosses with, not that much, then is it really necessary? Then you can hold technically, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. But then it's the other thing, as in I don't really have any 3 lines, right? If I should need to work on those instead in between or not, or just saving up, as in I'm just not sure where to start anymore with upgrading my pieces of gear. And
yeah, because everything is very expensive now, so
yeah, exactly. And going for the 3 line is just pure luck as well, but same thing with star forcing. And my plan was as well to just buy the arcane weapon, right?
Just buy it, forehead,
yeah, from the Lucid shop. But that was before we killed Hard Lucid. So is it now better to just wait and save till I can buy it with the shards from normal will, or do I just be very lucky, or do I just wait with purchasing any items at all until I can purchase at least 4 of them?
So the I think they said that the set bonus changes are scheduled for February, which basically means that once that comes around, you'll be able to switch out every individual arcane piece you get from as long as it's a little bit upgraded at least, from Abzo into arcane, and every individual switch will be a net gain.
Oh, perfect.
So that means that you don't have to wait for the entire set anymore. When it comes down to the
Yeah.
weapon, it's a combination of the things I just mentioned, like depending on how much patience you have, depends on whether you really need the upgrade or whether you just want the upgrade. It'll definitely make the numbers a lot bigger if you get the arcane weapon. But the question is that functionally helps you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm planning to like either just go for the like gloves, boots, cape, and shoulder first over the weapon, because I'm just hoping to be lucky, to be real.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole story. Just be lucky, get the weapon drop, you know, and then go on from there. Since a friend of mine also mentioned buying a piece already isn't bad, since you can use like leftover cubes, flames, stuff like that on those as well, to just already somewhat start upgrading them, even though you're not gonna immediately use them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for a weapon, that's not very likely because you're not just gonna sit on a weapon in your inventory. You gotta want to use that immediately.
Exactly. So that's more leaning towards like just buying the cloth, and then if you even get a drop, that's already being lucky at all. But then you then have a backup in case it blows up.
Yep.
I guess, right?
Yeah, the weapon is like from a percentage gonna be way bigger, right? The way the base attack way higher, and for flame you'll aim way higher because you're gonna keep it way longer.
True.
But you do have already really good potential on this one, so you'll have to pretty much just meet that to make sure that doesn't kind of set you back a bit. And if you have more limited income, I think it's also fine to focus on other stuff first. Like probably like pushing the CRA further to higher Star Force. Comparatively, when it comes to cost, like even just getting 17 star and just upgrading an arcane item per piece, I think it's very easy to spend about 7 to 8 bill just to get it to 17 star and like with decent flame and pot.
Yeah.
Even if you upgrade it during events, whereas that money onto an arcane piece, into like a CRA piece could very easily get it to like 19 or feel a little bit lucky beyond that. So that's also big gains that you could make there.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is as well with arcane, I'm gonna be the pussy and I'm gonna safeguard right from 12 and onwards because.
No, that's not pussy. That's perfectly normal.
I know my RNG. All right, in this game, I'm not gonna risk the biscuit.
No, you don't wanna. You never wanna risk that. It's never worth risking.
So my thinking was as well, in case we're gonna get a no boom room, then I just buy a piece. For example, if I can buy one, just so I can already start force it to 15, so I don't have to star force it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any boom room in any version of the game that we haven't had yet.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
Because the last one we got was the Night Troop, and I think that was.
Yeah.
I think that was from TMS. I think. I don't think any other region has had any event since then that had one.
Yeah, I see.
That's a harder one to. It's way more reliable to count on. Like most reliable is to count on 30% off on 5s and 15s, right, for Star Force. A little bit less reliable is to count on like cube sales and DMTs, and then even less than that is like boom rooms. Those are less frequent and even yeah.
True. Yeah, the boom rooms are pretty rare. That's very true. And yeah, the shoulder, I know there are still 12 stars, but I'm going to be using the
17 star scroll.
Yeah, from the event exactly, because it just saves a lot of money. So that one is then I basically have everything 15 stars or higher. And I think of like just getting
except for like the badge, but that's not very important.
Yeah, I was like, the moment I thought it also gave attack later, but then when I learned it wasn't going to give any, I was like, yeah, CDA.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
why even bother?
Yeah.
That's
the stat becomes more important much later, but until then you don't have to worry at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with people with their one droid hearts, getting it to 15 is like there's really no rush. Like you can just have it at 10 or 11 and then get it to 15 once everything else is 21 or something. Like you really don't have to rush pushing that to 15 for like 8 all stat. Like you can chill on that, you know. Yeah.
That's why I just couldn't be bothered either with that badge. I was like, yeah, I'll test it later. I'll do something about it later.
Sure. I mean, one thing you can do that's a pretty decent buff is improving your link skill, right?
Okay, how do I actually do that? I know. I am from the old version, as in I had to buy cubes.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
To level them up. But I cannot even find anywhere on like the internet or anything. Where do I ever upgrade this thing?
Well,
Because
I guess
I
we
know
can get into that stuff. So, I guess before we get into all this this shit, you're just like gradually progressing, just one step at a time, but like potentially going Black Mage and beyond, like just the general, you know? Or is there a certain point where you think like I'm never gonna get there, so it doesn't make sense to upgrade for that, or?
I'm just basically seeing where the ship is going to be stranding.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get to the point where I can like start doing V-Hilla or something like that.
Sure.
That, but that's also with the leveling, right? It's just
we'll
I'm just slowly working to level up, getting myself stronger and stronger, to eventually be able to do like V-Hilla or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll keep that whole thing in mind. Okay, so let's look at the link skill then.
Yeah.
So the thing with the link skill mainly is that you have to have a certain level on your character to make sure that your total amount of stats that you can roll within the cubes is a max amount. So you have to make sure, even though the link skill stays level 1, the character, I believe, has to be at least level 120, so that the maximum amount of stats that you can roll is the max amount, but you're way beyond that, so that's all taken care of. And then in the cash shop, there's 3 different cubes that you can buy.
I have to check that out. I never saw those cubes.
Yeah, so if you go to cash shop and then you look, I think you just look up dust, and then you find all 3 of them immediately. That's like the fastest way of finding them, because it's like cosmic dust, right? Those powder things that you see sometimes.
There they are.
Yeah. So they're under, I don't know where they are.
Yeah, under search results. That's the only thing it shows.
No,
I don't know, because
I think you can find them.
Oh, more RNG. This is gonna be so great.
Is it under game convenience? No, I don't know exactly where they are.
Right.
Enhanced scrolls is where they're under.
Oh, actually.
Is also where you can find them, because they're definitely scrolls, as you can see, right?
See.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just
they're definitely
a different type of shape of scroll, but they're definitely scrolls.
Just trust them together, just like a map. You have to fold them open.
Exactly, yeah. You get like the.
That's the way how it works.
Which die is which drawing, right? And you have to like reconstruct it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I remembered having to get a random drop to then use that random drop.
Yeah, the little jar, right, with the condensed dust. Yeah. So we just use these.
We're definitely working on that then.
Yeah, well, because that's a lot of stat. That's basically, if you translate that into a flame score, that's probably like a flame score of like 140 or something that you're sitting on, 150.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's also just really good for mules.
The base stats early on is great. Yeah. I mean, and the stat does get multiplied, and the attack does get multiplied as well, so that it kind of scales with you as well. But you have it built in on your Jett, so you definitely want to have something good. So the middle one, the purple one, that's the one you use to basically they're like Master Cross. Well, they're basically like Meister cubes, I guess, where you just re-roll and you can tier up, and the colors of the inner ability is going to be the same as the colors of item potential. So it goes from blue to purple to yellow to green, and then green is like the legendary, and then you keep using the same cubes to re-roll the stats. And depending on which characters you play, you want to aim for either like high attack and just high dex for this one, or maybe, if there's a sides, what was the other character you're playing? A Buccaneer, right? So maybe if your dex is like a little bit lower, but you also have a decent amount of strength, maybe like 30 dex, like 25 plus strength, and like 30 plus attack. If you roll something like that, you could keep that as well, depending on how freaky you want to get. If you just want like 30 plus attack, 30 plus dex, that you can usually roll that in like a bill. It's not that expensive.
Okay.
But if you're trying to get like 33 plus on both, and maybe like 32 plus on dex, and also like close to 30 strength, you take that into account, it's going to get closer to 2.5 bill. You do just get progressively way more expensive if you want like multiple high stat.
Exactly. Yeah. I had it legendary, but not playing, and then it's
Decayed. Yeah. So that's the other thing, is then once you get what you want, if you get the right stats that you want in the right configuration, but they're not in the right spot, you can also use the shifter to rotate them.
Yeah. that's what I did saw as well. That somebody was using that, and that's perfect. As in, if they're next to each other on like 30 magic attack. And
yeah, or there's like 3 in between, and there's also 3 in between the results. You just shift them. That'll be way cheaper than re-rolling. Of course, I rolled perfectly what I wanted, and it's like a hexagon, right? So it was just one off counterclockwise, so I had to buy 5 of them to rotate clockwise, of course, the max amount. But I mean, that's worth the 240 mil to, yeah, obviously. But it's worth the 240 mil to do that. And then you use the first one to lock it in. So every one of these that you use locks it in for 30 days. And you can stack it up to 365. By the way, reminder, I guess, for everyone who has their Jett Link skill to double check and extend your duration if you need to.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you're not going to keep extending it, but just the max extension is 365. But if it goes down to like, I don't know, like 100 days, you can just go back and add 30, 30, 30, 30. You just extend it again, basically. But if you don't, then it gets re-rolled, so you might have to spend money.
I use those potions for that. Like, they only last 7 days, and then you forget, and then it's back to square one.
The purple ones? They have like the shiny purple hue in them?
Yeah, I don't even know how they're called. It's also
cosmic. I think they're called Cosmic Dust Solidifier, right? I think so. But this ones are called Stellar Cosmic Dust Solidifier. So,
Cosmos Dust
Cosmos
Solidifier.
I see. Yeah. Very similar name. So, yeah. So I guess that's how that works. That all makes sense. Wait, someone says I thought yellow was the highest for core. That might be misremembering the numbers, but you'll see. Like if you see a bunch of 35s,
yeah,
it'll say like what the max number of stats total is. I think it goes up to like, is it like 120? How much does it go up to, guys? 140? Well, I can check how much mine are, and then it's gonna be at least more than that. Although I think if I hover over it, it says that it's all 0. Yeah. Nexon, beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Should show here. Yeah, so I have 33 strength and 27 dex, and then 34 attack. That's what I ended up getting, because I did have the marksman.
That's really nice.
And its secondary stat. Yeah, that's really, really close to how. And then 13 int, 5 magic attack, Pog. They were in there for show. Wait, so that's 60, 70, 108, 112, 117. It might be 120 max, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, 35 for the individual, but there's also a total amount of stats maxed. I think it's 120, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's pretty much impossible to get like 4 stats at 30 or higher, right? Because then the other ones would have to be 0. So you pretty much just look for 2 or 3 good stats. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, this is perfect because I had no clue how this actually worked. So this is great.
Yep.
So green is legendary, right?
I think so, yeah. Someone said that the highest is yellow, so maybe the Jett Discord might have a little bit more detail on that. But that's how I remember it. Oh, wait. Well, I could relog into my Jett and check, right? Because I think you have to... Yeah, you can't open the UI on any of the other characters. You have to open it on your Jett.
Good thing I play it. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so for you, I think for you it's blue, right? Scardor Jett. 125 max. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty close. Okay. So I was at 117. Yeah, so I'm like 8 stats off of the max. Yellow is highest for golden tier. Okay. Does it follow the other colors? Does it follow blue, blue, purple, yellow then? So it just has 1 tier less, no legendary tier? That'll be the next boost. Yellow. Get the green tier in there. And then I click this. Oh yeah, it is yellow, yeah. So it says, it says total, and the left's 117, yeah. And this is 120. Yellow to pink to green. Wait. Oh, blue, green.
Yellow, pink, green, blue.
Oh, okay, weird. Oh. Okay, so it is 4 colors.
Why did they use it like that?
I don't know, dude. Just to make it a little bit... It's like America. Just make the same thing, but make it a little bit different so you can feel special.
Metrics. And yeah.
And Fahrenheit.
Let's not talk about that. Yeah. We're playing on an NA server, right?
Yeah,
so
we have to
be careful.
We have to assimilate, yeah. Yeah, so here, so this is what's gonna look like. It's gonna be yellow, and then the number, and then I see I have 98 days left. That's getting a little bit low. So I can, now that I'm here, I might as well extend it a little bit, so I don't forget.
Yeah.
Don't want it expiring. Okay. Right. So that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be actually pretty big.
Cool.
Even though it looks small, right? But I finally understand now how this
I mean,
actually
it's
works, this
basically
link
like
skill.
an arcane item level flame that you can add, right?
Yeah,
Think about
that's
it.
really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, yeah.
Just for free,
Mhm.
as in.
Free as in, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost an extra slot, yeah.
Exactly.
It's going to cost some money, but not all that much comparatively. So are there any other link skills you had any questions about?
The link skills, no. This was kind of basically the only thing.
Mhm.
The ones that I put in there as well are also the one that I use for bossing.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you say, hey, this one you really need, then
Let's see.
the Phantom one I need for the crit. Otherwise, I am not high enough.
Yeah, that's important. So the ones I'm immediately looking at to possibly replace is Hybrid Logic, Time to Prepare, and maybe Elementalism. So because I don't like the ones that just trigger some of the time, half the time. I don't like those. I
Yeah,
prefer to have the ones that
true.
are just up all the time, especially because you're more DPM-y as a Jett, right?
Yeah, my burst is like long.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't really have a lot of burst. It's just basically me on my scooter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, going
Best
hopping into
ability in
Tesla.
the game.
Yeah.
yeah, best ability in the game.
Because I
For
think
mine.
some of the ones that are really good is the combination of the Explorer Mages and the Cadena together. That's a really powerful combo because of the debuffs on the
Yeah.
boss, right? So that's like 9% damage, 9% IED on the maxed Mage, and then the Cadena, once the target is debuffed and you're higher level, you're getting 12% there. So that wouldn't work on Will yet, but it would work on everything below that. So like switching out of Time to Prepare and the Hybrid Logic for those two is probably something I would do. And then if you're in a full party for bossing, then an Adele level 2 would also be stronger than Elementalism, because it would basically come down to 12% versus 10%.
Okay.
But if you're soloing, then you can use Elementalism. That's probably the only thing I would change.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the damage one.
Yeah.
All right.
The other
That
thing
is
would
good
just
to know.
be like, yeah, because you're getting closer to 8k. The only other thing would be like to start looking into level 3 links, right? You have one more resistance character to get 2 more levels of Spirit of Freedom. And then you have some very powerful, potentially powerful level 3 links in Solus, Wild Rage, and Fury Unleashed. Those 3 together already is 15% damage, which is basically an extra link skill for free. Well, not for free, but again, like in the same slots, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean with that. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly true.
And Beast Tamer is like,
That's,
if you add that all together, it's 18 damage and 3%. It's like a full extra level 3 link added into the same slots. That's not something, you know, that you worry about when you're like 3k Legion, but when you're 7.5k Legion, that's something that's more reasonable, like the next thing to do.
Start doing.
And it's optimizing your existing slots. And if you know, you look at the numbers of, okay, working on the Jett link, working on those slots, optimizing within those slots, adding other characters into the Legion board, maybe fixing that one overlapping piece on the left, and the characters that are already on the board maybe getting bigger, or at 8k putting 5 more characters on the board and their member bonuses, add all of that up together. That's still a decent chunk, but you know, you'll slowly work your way up to that. And if you're getting close to 8k by the time you get to 250, you're definitely well on course for that. You don't have to feel like you're behind in any in any capacity. I bet most of the people at your level probably have a way lower Legion, at least like 1,000 less, I think. So
Yeah, I've been playing this game for way too long. So that's kind of my problem.
You're enjoying it too much, though, I think, right? Because if you have so many higher level characters, then must be something enjoyable there, no?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's I don't know. It's weird. I just sometimes get this period that I then like come back to the game and I want to play something new, you know, and then I play that and then I level it like crazy, put a lot of stuff in it, and I'm like, I don't actually enjoy it that much. So I then just ditch it, you know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, but you know, it leaves a character that gives you a lot of value in the Legion board, then at least, right?
Yeah. No, exactly. That's a great thing about it, is that you at least can use it.
Yeah,
For,
yeah.
like, either bossing,
It keeps
something
value.
to do. Yeah, exactly. That really makes a lot of, helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I just noticed I don't even have a Cadena.
Oh, well, that's one for the list.
Oh, that's something I can do.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I just noticed that I don't even have a Cadena.
Well, the
all.
thing is, if you don't have any debuffs that you do yourself, then it's a pretty low priority. But since they added the Mage Link skill, the Explorer Mages, and that giving everyone the chance to do a debuff, that helps both the the thief links, the explorer thieves. It helps the Cadena, and it helps the mage itself is also best in slot. So suddenly that opens up a whole bunch of things that are connected together that definitely outscale your hybrid logic and your what was the other one we talked about?
Elementalist.
Maybe elementalism, but like the time to prepare. Elementalism, I think you usually keep because it's always up. But if you're partying, level 2 Adele, then it goes a little bit over, because damage and boss damage is basically the same, right? If you're bossing, it's the same. Just gets thrown into one pile, so you can just translate the numbers over.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also going to get rid of the Ancient Burster link.
Yeah, it's not as useful.
Well, someone else mentioned it, and now I actually forgot. You cannot use it when you're in your scooter. You have to pre-use it, which is weird. That's
pretty sucky, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about the ability. Cannot go through doors, and I don't know what they're doing.
Oh well. You still want to keep the skill though, right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
No, and then
I guess the Evan is pretty close to 210, right?
Yeah, the thing is, my only 210s are like the Mercedes. I only use potions.
Yeah,
I'm really lazy with those. I'm really lazy with those. My Evan, same, because I just hate those two classes. I'm sorry, but I just don't enjoy them at all.
That's fine.
So I'm just using the free when you get the option to choose 8 level ups. I just rather take that.
So next one is Demon Slayer, and then Demon Avenger, and then Arc, I guess.
Well, the thing is, Demon Slayer, I don't mind that much. I don't really like the buff that you need to make sure to keep the double lines active.
Yeah, they changed it to a toggle now, right, in Korea?
Yeah, exactly. And Arc, it's fine. That's
bit squishy, probably.
Yeah, but
that's not great.
I'm used with that. I just slap a pet on it and then.
Yep, auto buff and just keep going.
Auto buff, I just go. Watch the series on the side and just take it.
Yeah, well, I would say those are valuable level 3 links to look into, and other than that, just like slowly work on your 200s, right? Zero is very good level 200 because of the EXP buff.
Sorry, it is level 200 now.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, the potions I got as well from the event.
I see.
I was very lucky. I got 16 out of those.
Okay, well, that'll do it.
Exactly.
184, 16, 200, done.
Yeah, I was like, okay, don't mind me.
Yeah, and I guess the other ones to maybe, in case you have the shade already, the other one would be the Hayato, right? Hayato 200, 2% critical damage extra.
I have one. Yeah, don't ask
me.
You
have the second one. I see. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know it's why,
fine.
But I had period.
You forgot, or?
I just rather remade one with the burning effect, because it better equips, so it was going to be easier to level.
Yeah, for sure, and it's like more than triple speed, so it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly, and that's how some of the characters I like have double Aaron. I have double Angelic Bursters. I don't know.
As you just make more characters and you get more 200s, it just starts pushing those lower ones out. So.
Yeah, I'm starting to like delete the lower ones, and with the older, like the explorers, I'm gonna wait with those to level now to 200. Just gonna wait for the juicy remake.
Yeah, I guess if you have too many doubles, you do have to delete some lower ones. Yeah. Otherwise, you don't even have the room to create them, right?
No, exactly. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Oh, here you have a Cadena, 121.
Really?
Yeah. CHYXL, level 121 Cadena with a Zakum helmet.
When did that happen?
Unless you deleted it. Yeah, see if there's so many classes you forget you even have them.
Wait, how is that link skill even called?
Oh god. No, I should know this. Unfair advantage, yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, so yeah, that one does not work for a whale though. Yeah, no, true. Okay, now it makes sense. Yeah, that's the one.
Because you're low level, yeah. But you're higher level than every other boss you can do, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what level the slime is.
I don't know Hard Lucid.
Yeah, Lucid I think is the same level as normal, I think. Like around 230 or something. Chaos. Guardian Slime is 220. Chaos is 250, yeah, but that's probably a step away. Chaos Slime is
Chaos, I already don't enjoy doing the normal ones. So.
Yeah. what is it? Lucid Monster. Easy is 230. 230, box 230, normal 230, 230, hard 230, 230. Yeah, everything 230 on Lucid, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm definitely going to be using that instead.
Yeah.
It's going to just be 3 damage compared to like Angelic Bird, the AB link.
Yeah, if you
And
feel like
also
the AB
base
link
one.
is just kind of whatever, then you can move
Yeah.
that one out. I don't think you had any other link skill that you weren't using, right? That you could throw in there.
Not that I know of. I basically have every single class.
Yeah, and you know about the links command, right? So which ones are priority and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, for me it's mainly just getting them to level 3 now, I think.
Yeah.
Get them to 210. I think that's mainly my thing right now. Yeah, the Thief, I do need to make a Shadower, but I'm going to be waiting with that as well with the remake. And same thing with Fire Poison, that one's level 70 only.
Yeah.
But I'm also just going to wait for the remake for that. It's just going to be a lot more enjoyable.
You wait 6 months for that?
Uh,
I mean, you can make a 120 and then wait for the remake until they get it to 200 or something, right?
I guess it depends.
Because time comparative, just getting a 120 is
Yeah.
like peanuts at this point, right?
Yeah, but I guess it depends on like the burnings and stuff that we get.
Yeah. Mega burns, star burns. This guy talks as if a remake is coming next week. Yeah, that's what I kind of want to be careful for. A lot of people are like, "Oh, should I make my character now? Or should I wait for the remake?" People are like asking that in chat sometimes as well. I was like, "You're telling me should I wait 6 months to start my main or start it now? Always start it now. Like it's 6 months of dailies in Arcane River that you can start getting prepped on. Like it's not even, that's not even a question."
Yeah, no, but it's mainly for like getting them level 200.
Yeah.
That's mainly the thing that I mean about it. And I got other priority Legion
For sure.
things right now to get to 200 before those at all. So that's why I'm just saying with the remake, right? Because I just want to wait. I know it's not going to be very soon. I don't mind waiting for those since I know it's fine because I have other Legion things to work on regardless.
Yeah. Well, the one thing is that if you're at 7.5, honestly, like if you're at 6k and you stay at 6k, that's okay. But if you're getting so close to 8k, until you get to 8k, it's kind of don't really get much out of leveling the characters past 6k, right?
Yeah.
But then 8k is the huge payoff. So you also don't. I guess also want to make sure that you don't kind of sit on the very realistic potential of getting close to 8k, but then just not putting in that final little bit of extra work. Well, not a little bit, but like the last 7.5 to 8 is quite a lot of work, but that is also going to pay off massively.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's something I can actually start looking into, getting those actually a bit more.
Because I think it's about just slowly funding some of the characters and slowly getting like one at a time, just training up to 200, and then as soon as you see that number go like 7.6, 7.7, 7.8, you're gonna be like, oh shit, it's really close now, and that'll definitely motivate you to get up to 8k. Yeah, 8k is just such a massive 5 extra characters and 20 extra squares filled, right? So that's completely filling out your boss damage.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, it's just fun characters that I enjoyed. I already put them to level 200.
Yeah. You save the worst for last.
Yes, I should have gone the other way around.
Yeah. Well, it's I probably did that as well. It's too tempting. I mean, I purely went through like the links grid, right? So I did like the most useful ones first and everything. But yeah, for some of those you have to just turn off your brain. What do you say? Blik op hersens op 0 en blik op oneindig. Hoor.
Ja, gewoon je hersenen op 0 zetten en gaan met die banaan.
Yeah, just fund it enough and roll your face on your keyboard until you're 200 and then never touch the character ever again.
Yeah, that's basically a lot of those. So.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it seems like you should be fine with all that stuff, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I guess you have the stat window here. Do you have any questions for hyper stats or anything in your stat window? You get your crit to 100 with Sharp Eyes, I assume.
Yeah.
And then is this your
Sharp Eyes active?
Is this IED with familiars?
Yeah, my IED. True, my IED is kind of sucky. With familiars, it's 92.6.
92.6. Okay. And it's with the two 15%, right? 215 AD?
315.
Oh, 315s, okay.
Yeah, the one that didn't fit, so.
Yeah. The tiny ass box to show you the stats.
I'm trying to get to 245 so I can start maybe farm some of those in Moonbridge.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That gives you a lot of outs to be able to move around. Well, you don't have any lines of IED on your WSE, right?
No, true.
Yeah, weapons secondary emblem.
Secondary monster, weapon monster, and then the emblem 24 attack and dex. I don't know. that should be with black cubes. Yeah, I just don't have any ID lines at all.
Yeah, one ID line is very easy to carry through the whole thing. Do you have the full superior set?
Yeah.
Yeah, for some characters, just getting that is enough to just get rid of the WSE line, but some classes still want one line. I don't know if you've talked to like other Jetts about it, if in general they keep a line.
No, not really. Not about whether they actually have a line or not, because I think that's another reason why the Mage Link is actually quite important for me to have as well.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Use that during bossing, because it's even worth more.
You have any hyper stat IED going on?
Hyperstat? Yeah, 10. Level 10 is it? It is.
Sorry, I meant the hyper skills, like the passive ones.
Hyper skills? No. Actually, no. It's boss damage as well.
It's just all damage, boss damage.
It's all boss damage and damage.
Well, Planet Buster has an IED, but you don't really use that on bossing, right?
No, indeed. That's also why I just leave it empty. It's like I don't.
It's already strong enough.
Yeah, exactly. It's already broken.
Destroys everything.
Okay.
You do have 40 plus, of course, on all the boost nodes, so that's a 20 IED. I guess who's in your party? What classes are you partying with? Because a bunch of classes have IED debuffs.
We got a Kana, we got a Ice Lightning Mage, we got a Aran, and a Ice Lightning. Did I say Ice Lightning?
Yeah. Maybe you have two.
Zero. My bad.
Yeah. Well, 0 gives a 50% debuff, so that helps you a lot.
Yeah, and then we have a fifth one. The sixth one is then the dual blade for now, as far as I know.
Yeah. So you've probably seen the broken armor on top of the boss, right? That the 0 does. That's a 50% debuff. So if you're at 92.6 or something, so you add the 20% of the boost nodes, and then you can still get the Monster Parker badge, I think, right? You working on that one?
Yeah. Slowly, but steadily.
Yeah. Yeah, it's somewhere in the planning. One day we'll get it.
One day I'll get it randomly. All right.
Well, that's a 10%, and then the extra 10% from what did we just talk about? Wait, did we talk about 10%?
10%.
Brain, come on, brain. Oh, the 9% from the mages, and then on top of that, so you probably end up with like a 94ish, and then basically the 0 takes you from 94 to 97.
Yeah, exactly.
Effective. So if you keep partying with the 0, then you're totally fine IED wise. But it might look, if you look at this, you look at 91.6, it's like that's on the lower end. But if you do all the calculations for the functional and you add in a 0 in your party, you're like functionally at 97 all the time. So.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, and the other thing that I'll be working on is the Legion, not the legendary ability. I'm going to keep it Meso because for farming obviously.
Someone mentioned cooldown skip. I don't know if that's what do we have?
That was actually when you were. I asked about it as well, and that's when you were doing the bossing with Planet Burster, or something. That was something going on with that, or that was attack speed. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, the
attack speed. Yeah.
Skip. Yeah, you want to skip for the backup beatdown.
Oh, as best in slot now.
Yeah, for like damage, as far as I know, because the attack speed one was when Planet Burster was your main bossing as well. So you want to have it.
You needed it to hit 0.
Yeah, exactly. To do more damage, but now it's CD skip, in the hope you get your backup beat down to be skipped, right? Because that's
because it's boosted properly, has a good hitbox now.
Yeah,
wait, that's the one that you kind of like hold down for a while, like a hurricane skill, right?
Yeah.
And then and then with a chance to cooldown skip, if you get that, then you actually get to burst. Otherwise, your burst is kind of
basically, yeah. You know that as well. The moment you pop your Scooter and your other ability and use backup beatdown, your damage is so much higher. And then the moment if it resets, you just go through the roof, right? You just
yeah, to the moon.
but I just rather keep the meso for farming reasons. I don't farm on the Kana, I just farm on my Jett because I want to level. So it made more sense to me.
Okay. Yeah, and if you're not optimizing for bossing yet, then it just gets you to the point where you can start optimizing faster. So it's definitely, utility-wise, probably the best in slot interoperability for almost everyone in the game.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and you have your other two main attacking skills are hurricane skills. So if you can get away from the attack speed better, the faster you can do that, the better. Because then you can increase the damage on all the other things. Wait, does the cooldown skip, does that work on the explosion that happens during the hurricane sometimes?
I was thinking about the singularity shock, you mean? Or like the big explosion, gravity crush, that's the 5th job, that's not gonna...
Yeah, that's not gonna work. No, if you're using the regular hurricane skill, and sometimes you have like an explosion that triggers with more lines, right?
Oh, that one. Yeah, no.
Is that 5th as well?
RNG. No, that's 4th, that is...
But if you have cooldown skip, can't that skip that cooldown as well sometimes and gives that the chance to trigger more as well?
Wait, no, it's a passive. Oh yeah, activation chance during Star Force Alpha and backup beat down 10% damage, numbers of additional attacks 10. But that's just a passive. So you have 10% each time you damage with your...
Oh, just every time. So there's no... Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's... Okay. Like, well, it doesn't have any internal cooldown, I think, so it doesn't matter. It's just always 10% on every single skill. There's no...
and then you have your hyper, the bionic resilience, that boosts the chance by 10 additional %, so you go to 20. And that's a 3-minute cooldown, same cooldown as your Scooter, basically. So
nice sync.
Small burst window.
Your burst, yeah.
Yeah, it lasts actually for 30 seconds. So
that's quite nice. That's quite nice.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I play Arc, so we have our infinity spells, like our biggest burst on 100 seconds duration. So that's the one that just keeps on giving. Yeah.
I cannot complain. We already are a lot stronger than we were before.
Yeah, big change. Well, the other thing is just that the skills all have utility now. Like, there's not a bunch of just dead skills that you can use in like one situation in the game, and then for everything else, it doesn't make sense to have it. And then the boost nodes were kind of all over the place, and the turret was garbage for a long time, right? Yeah. It would hit super slow. It wouldn't hit crits. It would hit like one line. It was just dog shit, and now it's like broken, right?
It shoots so fast.
Yeah, it shoots super fast. It shoots like 3 lines, all crits, hits all the monsters.
Yeah, that's why I'm also leveling it in the skill, so it can actually hit more targets as well, and then it also is better for farming.
The target goes up. Is that from the boost node? It's like +1 targets. For level 20 or level 40.
Level 20 actually. So that's good enough already.
Nice. Wait, so you go for 5 boost nodes?
Yeah, I think so. You want to go for Star Force Salvo, Backup Beatdown, Planet Burster, Singularity Shock, and Falling Star / Turret. As far as I know. But then again, Planet Burster you can switch out for bossing. But
I guess you would always bossing. Oh, so this doesn't make sense anymore then. You want to put Planet Buster into your mobbing into your mobbing trio, and then you want to put Backup Beatdown into your
bossing for
into your bossing, yeah. And then but then you were just with 2 trios, you've got everything, right?
Yeah, but I'm kind of just going with the 5 trios, so I basically have everything.
Yeah. Well, you get to the 40 mark faster, but then if you eventually scale it down back to 4, then one of them you'll have to extract, right?
True.
So
because now I'm
so you don't want to go too high because you'll lose value on that boost node later on.
Oh, I already am.
Well, I mean, like the efficiency from the shards, from the extracting and everything, and there's still a whole bunch of stuff to work on, right? Like you've got your Goddess Blessing, your flag, and your overdrive. Like that's another a huge bunch of damage if you add all of that together. Like flag max has 100% uptime, right? And since you're more DPM, that just increases your DPM across the board. Yeah, and it also has IED built into it, IED debuff on the boss as well.
So you would also say even if you get like the Pyrus Banner and the Overdrive, you just also use that to level them up?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Because for Overdrive, the higher you go, the percentage of attack of your weapon that gets transferred goes up. Which means that if you get an arcane weapon, that's skills as well. And then Goddess Blessing gives you flat percentage, right? Of like stats, like your base stats goes up basically. So the more percentage stat you have, the better that scales as well. And then the Pirate Flag goes to 100% uptime, like 30-second cooldown, 30-second uptime, and it gives everyone in the party percentage stat. And if it's on top of the boss gets 10% ID debuff as well. So it's I think the other utility you had as a Jett, I think, all got removed because you had like a crazy crit booster or something that gave like 40% party crit for like a week, and then they took it away again. So now you're just kind of like, you know, whipping it into Tesla.
I was kind of sort of distracting those.
Yeah, so yeah, you might want to start leveling those.
Yeah, no, I was using those to level my skills, you know? I was like, oh, it's better for me to get like the supportable strike and my Scardor to higher level. But...
Yeah, you kind of want to level it evenly, honestly, because for most of the skill nodes, and I don't know if there's any major exceptions for you, but for most of the skill nodes, you just want to level them up evenly. And it's probably still more important to get the boost nodes up to like 20 plus, just to make sure that when you go to higher level area for training and stuff, like if you go into Moonbridge and up, that you don't get into any kind of trouble training, because you're not going to get your gear that much better at this point, right? Your damage is going to come from the arcane power and from your boost nodes mainly. So you want to make sure that you don't go too hard on the skill nodes, because it'll definitely help you on bossing, but typically in mobbing it doesn't help you much, because even low level skill nodes are always destroying. But your boost nodes are the ones that are all up all the time and have to do all of the killing when the skill nodes are down. So you want to make sure that those are decently high level. So probably getting those over 20. Stop leveling the one that's level 11, because I think that's the one you're...
11?
Well, you have 5 boost nodes now, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I think the level one is like to fill up.
Oh, that one, yeah.
To get close to 60, cool. Right? Those are all triples, I think?
Yeah, as in... That one is basically for whenever I need to hit Planet Burster 60, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's for the bullet, like for mobbing. Then if I slap that one in, I have 60 Planet Burster, but then I can take out the Star Force.
Oh no, wait, you have 3
down and Singularity Shock.
Wait, there's 2 skills that look exactly the same almost on your boost node.
That can.
Like the 14 to 16 and the 21, the top one is like both.
Yes, they're exactly the same, but then with a different.
The 16 is a little different. There's a different color there, and it's a little higher.
Yeah, that one has Planet Burster as the first one, and the other one has Star Force.
Oh, that's Burst. Oh, okay. Yeah, and the other one is Star Force Salvo.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, yeah. Well, for the lesser played classes, I usually, if you see the visual, wait, so the Salvo and the, well, what's the backup beatdown, right? On the
and Star Force Salvo. Backup beatdown and Star Force are both a Hurricane, but the backup has a minute cooldown.
Right. Okay. So the level 14. Is that backup beatdown stop the Planet Buster and the Salvo?
Yeah. And the level 21 is exactly the same.
Yeah. And what's the level 16 then? That's Star.
That one is turret deployment, backup beatdown, and Singularity Shock.
Wait, but that's not... Okay, if that's backup beatdown, then the one in level 14 isn't backup beatdown, right? Because that's a different skill.
Wait, no. It is the same.
No, wait, it looks different. This one is higher, and it has, like, different colors here.
Yes, I know. I see what you mean, but this
the one in level 21 in the top is the same as level 14 at the top. But is level 16 at the top is also the same one? That has to be a different skill.
Yeah, but they're in a different order. They have different names. But they're all backup beatdown.
Wait. Okay. Wait. So the level 16 boost node. Wait. Read that one out. Which 3 skills are there?
Falling stars / turret deployment, backup beatdown / starfall, and singularity shock.
Wait. It's so weird. Why is the icon different than in the other 2? It's like shifted up like 3 pixels, right? Like...
Yeah, it is. As in,
okay, the blue line is there though. The blue line is there, and then the purple line is just under the grid for the other ones, but it's on there for the... Okay, whatever.
Yeah, they removed the ears on the other one.
Yeah, it's just like chopped off, yeah.
Yeah. It's like...
Okay, but that means you have 3 backup beatdowns... backup, damn. Don't beat down the black... Okay. Backup beatdowns there. So you do need to like move around a little bit, right, with the ones you have?
Jokes on you, I got 4.
Oh. Oh, yes, yeah, because the bottom left one on the 17, that's also, right?
Yeah, I have too many backup beatdowns.
Yeah, so you've got like 90... Level 90 or some shit.
I just wanted to really...
60 plus 19, yeah, you're at 79. 79 backup beatdown. Yeah.
I just want to slam the shit out of every boss, alright?
Yeah.
I just want to feel like what this to play first.
No, I get it. But... And right now, because the only other skills you have to put in there are like level 1 skill nodes, it doesn't feel like a huge loss. But once those start leveling, and you can do the Pirate Flag, you can do the Goddess Blessing, you can do the Overdrive, you will also see your numbers go pretty hard burr because of that. So I think it's a good time to start looking at your boost nodes and start like keeping the boost nodes that you get from now on so you can settle into your 4 final ones. Maybe try to specify going into mobbing and bossing specifically. Because then that means that if you go into mobbing specifically, you can throw in things like character building, you're right, and maybe if you want to min-max even more, like you put in rope lift and decent combat orders and blink, for like the stats, but decent combat orders probably helps quite a bit as well to level up your level 4 skills, your 4 job skills.
Yeah.
I don't know what the situation is with decent speed infusion. I guess if you're mobbing, you'd want to use it, but if you're bossing, not probably, right?
Nah, for bossing, it's you only use hurricane.
Yeah, you only use hurricane, but for mobbing, it might be useful, right?
True, actually.
So if you optimize it between mobbing and the bossing trios, you'll basically free up some slots, and then you'll be able to optimize more when you're mobbing, and then you switch them out when you're bossing, and then you can use those extra 2 slots to put in more burst skills and increase your bossing damage quite a bit.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I think I just need to get rid of the plated burster ones on the one with Starforce Salvo and the beatdown. I should get like the turret in there as well because that's also the one I use for bossing, right? Yeah,
but the difficult one is if you're I don't really have the insight right now to look at because they'll look the fucking same to me. It's like I scrolled through it and I thought I was looking at a Pathfinder for a second because it's all like purple and blue. So. Franks, thanks for the prime. So yeah, but I would reprioritize like making sure that you get the boost nodes set, that you get those all level 20 plus, right? So it's all at least 50, and strip that down to 4 total, but to like 2 at each time to optimize like within their slots, and then focus more on probably more for now on decent holy symbol just for the training and for the drop rate.
Okay.
Because I think that's a pretty good one to level, right? You want to get that drop rate, you want to get more familiar cards, you want to get more nodes, droplets, all that stuff. And then also, and definitely stop extracting the skill nodes. Definitely keep at least 1 speed infusion, keep at least 1 combat orders.
Yeah.
And if you get any of those 4 on the bottom, level those up. Also, if you get Urda's Will, keep that, level that up for later. You'll want that. Blink, keep that and level that up. Yeah. They're no, Urda's Will, no. Urda's Nova they're changing.
Oh.
Yeah, the bind will actually become useful. So, and if you have it leveled, if you get it level 25 in a level 5 slot, a level 100 second cooldown, so you can actually kind of like spam it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can actually use it now.
Yeah. So it'll be good to like start prepping and to start leveling that, and not to extract too much.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, for me, I just need to look at my nodes.
Yeah, just
whenever
hold
I
all of the
get
ones that
one.
you get, right? That you have already a leveled one up with, and find the 4 combo. Try to not be like, okay, if I just switch this one, that one, and this one, that one, and then that's it. You're looking so specifically that it might take very, very long to get that set up. But if you just keep all the nodes and are like, oh, with these 4 I can do it, and I already have leveled up, just level up the new nodes, boom, like move it over, done.
Yeah,
extract the lowest level that you're not using, and then start extracting everything that's not those 4, and you can like have it very clean. Because right now it's a little messy.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, the thing is just getting nodes. I find it difficult to get like 30 per totem. At least that's what I'm doing.
Well, we can look at your drop rate later as well, right? See how that's going exactly.
Yeah, true. I think I made a screenshot of that as well. Not sure with my drop gear one and meso gear. So I'm not sure if I actually.
Yeah, the stat window one, you mean? Or
yeah. Oh, then I don't think I made it then. No, they only sent one with.
This is the buffed and unbuffed, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I only have 2 buffs, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a whole lot different between the 2. It's like your crit rate goes to 100. Well, you didn't even use the sharp eye, so your crit rate is still at 91%.
Yeah, my pet died.
Rip.
Yeah, I know.
Call PETA, chat, get him.
Okay, wait, then I'm just quickly equipping it. Because I do, yeah, obviously train with 120% meso or higher. No.
Yeah, well, we'll look at the. I guess familiar-wise, you're aware of like how to go about that and how to work on that.
Yeah, but that's something I need to get to higher first. And
yeah.
Then basically.
Yeah, you could do it now, right? Some people train at spiders and stuff to start already.
Yeah, I'm leveling at lower pet 2, but it's really slow. It's like I have to lower pet 1, my bad. I have to decide meso or experience, and then I kind of want to. Yeah, I took the middle ground, and lower pet's basically the
best of both worlds. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because you want to make sure you don't completely fuck over your income, but you also still want to get to 245 in a timely manner, so you can start blowing that up. Yeah. Totally feel that.
So that's the one I'm gonna go for till I hit 245, and I don't even know if I can insta go to Moonbridge. I don't.
I think you have the arcane power at least, right? So that's good.
Yeah, I got
1030. Yep. I think that's about what you want. I think if you want to go into VC3, I don't remember the exact number, but it's around there.
Oh, that's gonna be a busy spot to train, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of people are moving up into Limina, and Limina is like the real shit show bottleneck now, because people are like going there immediately at 255, and a lot of people are staying there all the way until 270. So there's like 2 or 3 very popular maps that are super full. But yeah, VC3 is definitely also because some people be like, oh, I'll just stay in VC3 then, and they clock that one up. So
yeah, it makes sense.
But that's just a part of the experience, right?
Exactly, that's part for when I hit 245. Yeah. But that's with free potions. It's gonna be a bit nuts.
I see you also haven't leveled up your. I think it's probably fine to not level up your decent skills, honestly, especially if you have pet auto buff, because it's just gonna be 100% up anyway. The like 3 or 4 stats you lose when it's level 25, I think that's absolutely totally fine to lose. But like your loaded dice, for example, passive is +1 attack, so that does become like 25 or like 29 extra attack if it's a leveled up slot later, right? And that can start counting then. Same thing with like blink. Blink is also 1 attack per level, so those 2 together, if you do have them leveled, is like 60 weapon attack difference. That's quite big, right?
Huh, I thought it was also just stats. That's why I just didn't bother with those.
Yeah. That's why I want to double check back, because I think it's better for the skill nodes that you're going to eventually use. Never like extract those anymore. Just level them up. But I would make an exception for the decent skills. Yeah. Except for Holy Symbol, right? Holy Symbol, you want to level. Yeah, but like Sharp Eyes, Speed Infusion, Combat Orders, I think you could just keep it level 1. Like, if you want to level them later.
From now on, at least 1 of each, and then I can just start picking. Like, am I gonna use this? No, okay, then I'm just get out of here.
Yeah, but like Urda Nova, Urda's Will, Blink, maybe Rope Lift. I don't know. That's like a little bit min-maxy too, because Rope Lift also gets 1 per level, but it's stat, not attack. So it does go up to
but
30
I'm a
stat
Jett,
at the
I
max.
don't need that.
Yeah.
As a Jett, I don't.
But the
need any.
flag and the blessing and the overdrive, you definitely want to start leveling those. Yeah. Not hold back, because you're essentially cutting the value of those skills in 3, right, by extracting it and turning it into another one.
Yeah, true.
Because you're getting like, what is it, 40 or
right now
50? Yeah.
Yeah, now as well you need only a little bit to actually level them up, at least once, and for the other ones
Gotta get
only
it in
5.
6, I guess, right? You're gonna wait. You get 40, right, for extracting a skill node.
I thought it was 70.
Isn't it? No, wait. A boost node costs 70, but extracts for 10, and then a skill node. Oh, a skill node is 140 and extracts for 30, and then a special node for 50. Oh, fuck, I always forget those numbers. It might be 40 for a skill node.
Same.
But yeah, something like that. But yeah, if you're getting 40 and it costs 140, or 30, yeah, 30, and it costs 140, that's almost like a fifth of the value, right?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah. So in the long term, it'll make a big difference. Early on, it's not that big of a deal, but like the longer you go, the more of a difference it is. That's why
really
for a lot of people, okay, this 10, 30, 50, yeah. So for a lot of people, they might even consider making the node stones with the shards, so that you get, because those are only 35 each, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, true.
As long as you're still leveling your boost nodes, you could consider that as well, to kind of like bring back the value and even out the value again. But it'll be more spread out throughout all of your nodes, and not like specifically one will get maxed, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be something I'm gonna be doing from now on. Just also actually leveling the banner and stuff like that, instead of just
Yeah.
just enchanting and hoping for the best.
Yeah, just the stat and the IED on it, and it's a pretty big area, 100% uptime, so it is pretty useful skill. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're the only pirate in your party, right? The only explorer pirate. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. So pirate banner is actually some.
Pirate banner plus 0 is like IED wet dream. If you put like a wait, did you guys have a Night Lord as well? Did you say that? No, you had a dual blade, right? Yeah.
No dual blades.
Because if you had a Night Lord, you could put like a frailty curse, another 30% in there. You could like walk into the boss fight with 40% IED and somehow still hit the boss.
I mean, I don't see the issue.
Yeah, it helps you. Well, that would be the cool part, that you can move your IED familiars out and just move them directly into boss without having to, you know, make any huge compensations. So that would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we're fully going into the equips then. Is there anything with upgrading or with equips that you had questions about, like general stuff like transfer hammering, transposing, anything like that? You already have a transposed pendant, so
transposing, I understand. Transfer hammer, I understand. I am saving a shit ton of belts and stuff like that for when I need to go to like 20-star superior stuff. So I have the backups to go to 21 and stuff like that. I'm preparing that kind of thing for whenever I'm gonna do that. Probably gonna do that first on like craft, Chaos Root this and stuff like this. Since yeah, that's just the easiest piece of equipment to destroy and then just go on it again.
You have a few equips here on the bottom. The superior is extra because the other one got like 2-line meso or 2-line drop or something, right?
That's the superior one. Yeah, the superior one got double drop.
Double drop, yeah. Well, you get another one.
So I had to remake another one.
Yeah, that's kind of good. You don't want to get rid of that too quickly. And then the tattoo, the other one is legendary, right? The condensed.
Yeah.
Are you planning to re-roll that for meso or drop?
I do have another one already with item drop.
Oh, you've got. Oh, wait, you got 3 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was when I wasn't even able to getting close to tattoo. I kind of just want to get the full mace.
Oh, okay. So you had 2 legendary condenseds.
Yeah.
I see.
And now I rolled into the tattoo.
For damage. So the other one is okay. Well, because the main thing I'm also looking for is keeping your value in your pieces, right? Or maintaining as much, or reusing, recycling as much as the value you've already invested into your equips. Because we don't have trade, right? So we want to optimally use our previous investments. So in damage, you've got the synergy, and then the superior is kind of like a hybrid now.
Yeah, so I do have this reinforced Golix ring. My plan is to make that into a drop ring, so I can actually go full damage on the superior ring.
Yeah, you want to do that. You definitely want to be at the point if you're going towards like hard loosen and stuff. You definitely want to be at the point where you're, you definitely have the set that's like drop rate at least 5/4, but in your case like 5/5, right?
Yeah.
5 meso 5 drop, and then you have a completely separate damage set for bossing at that point.
Yeah, I have that, except for the rings.
Except for the rings, yeah.
The Awake ring is also dex and drop rate.
Yeah.
But I just don't have any other ring to replace the... Wait, I actually... No, I don't.
Reinforced.
Nope.
Sometimes like a second kind of treasure comes into play. Okay, wait, so for damage, we want to do the synergy because it's 27. We want to do the superior, so that has to get rerolled for full damage. And then we have the kind of treasure. And then the fourth one right now is kind of also not really one, right?
That is synergy. Yeah, superior. I want to go into the Canna ring and then the Awake ring.
Yeah, awake
but
or
make the Awake into the.
Yeah, or the reinforced, right? If the reinforced is the stats, if it goes to 17, then this doesn't the stat of the reinforced take it a little bit past the awake ring? Well, okay, so the rings are kind of close. So the main thing I would propose is just to roll on the ring that, you know, isn't even legendary yet, and then based on that potential, kind of determine what the other ones do. Superior definitely has to go into damage, and the synergy will go into damage because it's 27. But it's still possible that you get the other stuff all to 21 as well, or maybe to more damage, and that you end up re-rolling the Kana treasure to see either trying to hit 27 or 30, or to go into drop or meso, right?
Yeah. Well, I do have a Kana ring already.
Mm-hmm. You just
double meso.
With double meso, okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, okay, yeah, because I was scrolling through. Okay, wait, lay down for me. What is your, if you want to prioritize meso, what does your set look like?
Okay, that is Kana ring.
Yeah. Double meso.
Just meso, right? Okay.
Well, if you want to prioritize meso, you also need enough drop rate to hit 100% chance for bags, right?
Okay, so I got double lines on meso on the Kana ring. I got a meso line on the Maculator pendant, so that's 60. Got a meso line on the Greed pendant, 80, and then also on the Black Bean mark, a meso, that's 100.
And then you've got a condensed power crystal with drop.
Yeah.
The superior earring with double drop.
With double drop.
And then your awake ring and your superior ring with both with one line of drop.
Yeah, and then also the Greed pendant with a item drop.
But you already have two pendants.
Yeah, but the Greed pendant has both meso and item.
Oh, okay. You're not talking about the potential below, right? Just the actual lines. No. It has double.
Yeah, the actual lines. I got 3 items with double drop and meso.
Wait. We're still missing one ring then, right? Kana treasure with 2, superior with, and the silver blossom ring, and that one also has drop.
Yeah, item drop. Yeah.
Okay, so you're 5 and 6 then, right?
Yeah, indeed.
5 meso 6 drop. Okay, that's a good set. Okay, so we want to get the superior ring out of that, and if possible, the awake ring.
Yeah.
And for as replacement, we have already 1 reinforced, possibly, and maybe another. You already have a kind of treasure, so we can't go there because you can equip 2, and you already got the current event ring. That's this awake ring.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's the one I got from here. Yeah, I kind of hope to get like another event ring, so I could make that one into damage and keep one into drop, and then.
Well, you have 8 rings total, right?
I don't have a Meister.
Yeah, well, but you have 8, right? And you have a solid set. So we should be able to make a damage set and drop. Because you have 2 Kanas, a superior and a reinforced, a synergy, an awake, and a silver blossom. Wait, that's 7? Wait, am I missing one?
Silver, Kana, reinforced, superior.
So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Oh no, you have 7 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like missing one.
Yeah, you're missing one, and we don't want to go kind of treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Meister would be an option. Because you can't do kind of treasure because you're already up on that. So yeah, some people go just purely for drop or mezzo. You know, you get like the old event rings, but we haven't had much access to that. You can go like the treasure hunter John's ring. Some people go for Black 8 rings.
Wait, the ring from New Leaf City. I can actually get that one.
Yeah, yeah. Treasure hunter John, yeah.
One into drop. So I can roll the awake ring into full damage as well.
Yeah.
Then I have a full damage set of rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. I know that one is really easy to get.
And if you do end up rolling like really great, but roll the reinforced and the treasure hunter first, right? And then look at the potential. Yeah. If you end up with the drop, then cool. You can go ahead and reroll the awake and the superior. If you do end up rolling an insane amount of stats, then you just keep the awake for drop.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because then it's not, you know, worth the money to reroll just for like the, you know, possible 10 stat and 1 attack or something. It's going to be way too expensive. Yeah. And if you do end up completely well, yeah, the one thing that will suck is that if you roll a bunch of attack, you can't reroll the kind of treasure because you already have a mezzo kind of treasure.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my plan as well, to eventually get a kind of treasure to 3 line, right? I have 2 backups as well for star forcing, so that's...
Eventually, yeah. Or at least like a 27 or a 24 first before that line, yeah.
Yeah, because the lovely dex, right? Defense.
Yeah, defense, yeah. One of our great defense items. How many do you have? You have like, I mean, basically the superior can count as well, because that could be 20 drop and 21 dex, and then it's like really good as well.
Yeah, if that was just that was gonna be good. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I think I'm miscalculating. No, I think
at least 5. At least 5. Yeah, the hardest 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 items with like, yeah, if that was dex instead of defense, you'd be golden, and now you're like, eh.
Yeah.
It's like it's good, but so close yet so far away.
Yeah. Okay. So now I know for sure, like the easier way to just start going to like get some easier games is just get the reinforcement ring and the ring from New Leaf City.
Yeah, probably work on the pots.
Legendary. So I could actually finally get my awake ring or like my superior ring into full damage. Yeah, there's all the ones in item drop. See the RNG, what's going to happen with those.
Yep. Well, first do the item drop ones, right?
Yeah, for sure. To see what's going to happen with those. Like, if it also gets double item drop, then you're also stuck with it again, you know?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. And another superior and another, yeah. It's important you have to draw the line and be like, okay, no, you're getting rerolled, fuck you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's definitely the things that are getting on my more prior list. That's like, this is easier to focus on, same with my link skill.
And you're going to use the scroll on the shoulder, right?
Yeah, that was my plan.
Yeah, and you got a 10-star pendant, so like 30% off. You can get that one to 15.
Oh, sorry, that one. I bought one from the event.
You bought the scroll, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I forgot that one was also in the Meso shop, and I was like,
yeah, just get it over with. Yeah, no safeguarding, no waiting for events, and
then the EPSO is going to be with the other event one that we're going to get.
Yeah,
I still need to get.
Yeah, I just got it yesterday, but I think if you're on top of it, you get it somewhere in the next few days. There's plenty of time, right? You actually have a lot of time that you can catch up. So I think they did that, I think, very well in this event, that you can get all the rewards. Just the value of the rewards is a bit weird. Like the third to last Nodestone box takes you 4 weeks to open the same amount as the third event from the beginning. It's like, okay, it's a little strange, but...
Exactly. Yeah,
little weird.
I don't even know what to buy from the shop anymore. I bought all the things that I can use.
Yeah, like probably like a massive amount of flames and cubes, I think, right? You can buy quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to buy cubes because that's actually going to be cheaper to hope to tear the rings up, you know?
Yeah, you could do that, yeah. Maybe even buy the unique scroll to just plump it up to unique.
Yeah, that might be a little bit too hardcore.
Yeah. Well, I was doing the event Meisters on my Cannoneer thinking like, oh, this is going to be much cheaper, but then ended up using like 45, so it was like, oh wow, use only 4,500 instead of 5,000, so much cheaper. I could have also just gotten the unique one and just clicked one time and done. I don't know.
That's true.
It could, you know, if you're really drowning in the beans, might as well do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, 2.3k right now, so not like drowning.
Yeah, not like 14k levels.
No.
Okay, someone's
No, I
broken
did
metal.
use like everything, like Nodestones, Legion, things.
Oh,
for
I don't think
experience.
there's a picture here of your pocket item. What is that one at?
Shit. Yeah. Oh, that flames. Ooh, yikes. Okay, that's the Holy Cup.
Yeah.
4% all stat and 40 dex.
So it's not terrible, but that's probably one that can use some of those event flames, right?
Yeah.
You have a backup cup that you can just flame on the side?
I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to risk your current stats, right?
Yeah, but that's definitely something I can use the beans for then.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. All the other flames are like fine. I mean, I think you have like a few pieces that can like be popped from 16 to 17, right? But that's not. You can just wait for 30%, for a 5, 10, 15. It's not super important.
Yeah, my mace ran out, so I had to take the decision to just wait.
I think it's more important to just work on the potentials now and get the stats in. I think the V matrix gains I think are going to be pretty big once that's settled and you start moving into those extra skill nodes because you get the extra slots open if your boost nodes are fixed. I think you'll see both for mobbing the increase and both for bossing the increase will be quite nice.
Mobbing I actually never had an issue with.
No, for sure. But it'll. I think the main thing will be like if you get your holy symbol level, it'll just get your experience per hour go up without needing to change anything. Plus, you'll see those more nodes, and then that'll help snowball get everything done faster. And possibly, if you're funding another character or something later, you'll be able to have more wiggle room there as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's one of the major ways that you can fund a new character, right? You don't have to throw any money on it. You just open like 500 nodes and boom, your character just like destroys CRA and the few bosses after that without having to spend billions and billions on gear. Like you get the WSE to unique or to legendary, you throw nodes on there and the character's like done. You don't even need anything else. Fixolab weapon, boom, character funded.
Makes sense. And then the thing was as well, my plan, right? Because right now we're starting to clear hard lucid and stuff. I'm not going to Star Force the episode be above 17 at all.
No, right? I don't think that's necessary, no.
Because if you are able to buy those pieces of items, like why would I take my episode to like 20, for example, or 18 or 19?
Yeah, like a year and a half ago maybe, but now just with the accessibility of Arcana, with hopefully soon in February the droplet shop being added. Doesn't make much sense now. If you're gonna take anything past 17, like you said, it's CRA first, and then probably the belt after that.
Yeah, since I have so many backups, that's also the reason why I didn't go for like 30%, since I know I need to reset potential.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
With the golden clover belts, and then my other, after I get my CRA done, I think I'm gonna try to do my Kana ring, since I have 2 backups of those as well already saved up.
Okay.
And just make them more easier replaceable items, Star Force those first. Do you recommend to just actually go to 20 star, or just like, okay, get this one to 18, then the other one, then the other one, or just fuck it, get one to 20, then the other one, then the other one?
Yeah, I would say it depends on 2 things. One is like how much do you need the damage, right? And how much money do you actually have? And then the other one is basically the amount of backup. So if it's like the type of item. So on a CRA, usually I would just do 1 star at a time, because if you do boom it, you have the backups you can get back. You can more guarantee any kind of upgrade with your money that way.
Yeah.
Because right, I always say like there's 2 possible situations. You try to brute force to 21, and the other person goes 1 star at a time. One person, if you get unlucky and you just don't get it on your one item, you go from 17 to 17, all your money gone, no gains. The other person, you get everything to 18, everything to 19. Then one character, one item keeps blowing up. Then you go 17, 19, 19. And then you still have like 4 stars gained with your money, right?
So I'd rather go with that approach.
Yeah,
I think that's more enjoyable.
Because you don't want to move. You don't want to move backwards, right? Or stay at the same point and spend all your money. That's mentally not cool. But if you're doing the thing where you're on the side, you're going to be transfer hammering. Then usually I make the big jump, because you don't want to have to take the step back in potential. You want to make the big jump before you want to make sure that you transfer. And also, if it does fail on the side, at least you didn't move any step backwards. You're just like, well, your money and your backups might be gone, but you're not getting actively weaker.
Yeah, that was my plan with the
for the superiors. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like to get to 21 because I think that's a really good spot. Sitting at 20 for some pieces. If I get like mentally scarred because I blow up like 20 to 21 2 times on an item, I might just sit on 20 and say fuck it. But I'll always try it at least once or twice. And if you have backups of the specific item, like let's say you get like 3 or 4 superior belts, then just try on the superior belt first, like 1 or 2 times. Because like my mom had the same thing, right? She had like I think 4 belts. So I was like, well, just try on the belt itself, and her first belt just went up to 21. Like it cost money, but it didn't boom at all, so she didn't have to redo the potential. And if you do have the backups, you know, and then you can just extract all of those belts, get rid of those things, clean up your inventory, and on average it's way cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if you ever want a 22, you know, that's so far down the line, you do that when everything else is already 21, basically. So, except for maybe the arcane. Yeah.
It's really far into the future if I ever get there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just basically, I think for me, I will enjoy a lot more to go 18 than 19.
Yeah, so for CRA, that's usually an approach. For Sweetwater stuff, right? The things that you have decent amount of backups for, but then the things where you have to transfer hammer, usually you take the big jumps there.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's but what about like the ring, right? Like the superior ring and stuff like that. You need a lot of coins.
Yeah, so so that's why I think it's fine for that one to sit on 20. But that can also just be one of the last upgrades you do. So you'll probably have your CRA already at 21. Probably have like the all of the Sweetwater stuff at least already at 19. Probably the belt, the earring at 20. Or 21 and potential redone depending on how high you go on that. And then ring-wise, you probably have the kind of treasure already at 21, Meister at 19 or at 21, and then you maybe at that point you're like, okay, do I do the reinforced first, or do I keep the coins for backups? Right, kind of depends on how lucky / unlucky you are with the other pieces and whether you had to buy a lot of those. I think you typically do it before the pendant, but like the ring and the pendant are very similar, where it's like high Star Force Dominator transfer and high Star Force kind of treasure. Usually you can dedicate your Dominators a little bit more to the pendants because you don't need one straight up. You just need one to transpose, and then all the rest is fodder. But kind of ring, you need one for the slot itself, which can mean that consumes more backups, and then you need to do superior as well. But if you get lucky with the kind of treasures and you can get to keep most of your backups, then you can immediately start sending. And then it's basically just like an on event, but like off to the side thing. If it fails, it's whatever. If it succeeds, then you can think like, okay, do I want to switch? Do I have enough money to redo the potential? Do I want to tap to 21 first? Do I have the Golix coins? If I don't have the coins, maybe you just hold the item until you do have enough. And then the RNG of the other pieces determines how early you start thinking about that upgrade and when you start taking that risk. Yeah, because it's like 700 coins, pretty steep. Yeah. Especially since but did you buy another earring or did you get an earring drop?
Drop.
Yeah, okay. That's at least that saves 700 coins. That's a good one.
I'm not going to be buying those at all.
Yeah, I didn't know if you bought it otherwise. I'm like, oof. Because that sets you back like a whole backup for a superior, right? That can be.
Yeah, no, that was at least my plan. I'm not going to buy any belts or earrings that are just going to be drops. As in, I got 2 belts, 3 days. Yeah, for like only 3 days. Only yesterday I didn't get a belt. Now I have like 2 again, so. Yeah, and I think flames are just random, to be fair. I know how the flame scoring works. And that's just a little side project on items. Yeah,
I mean, until you get a Papulatus mark or an arcane weapon, it's basically just like slowly working your way up on the things that you're going to keep for a long time. So it's probably the cup first, and then probably a little bit the CRA stuff. Otherwise, in general, the Abzo stuff would be a priority, but that's going to get replaced, and it's like okay already, so that's going to get bypassed.
With the Abzo, right? I know that I'm eventually going to replace it.
Yeah.
So I read.
Yeah, they're good enough. Yeah.
It's like my helmet, my CRA helmet. I think that's the worst of the CRA that I have.
Yeah, I think so. I just saw it. I think that one probably has the most room for has the most room for improvement. Is usually how I like to say it. Not like that's the shittiest flame. Yeah, and then
the
yeah, the top is definitely the best one out of the three. So I would do cup first, and then
Cup,
possibly hat, pants. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if you get arcane weapon, then halt all of this, and everything goes into the arcane weapon until that is a godlike flame. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's smarter to like not immediately buy the weapon, right? Just from the Lucid shop.
Yeah. Yeah. Ideally, you want to buy it from the Will shop if you don't want to completely slow yourself down. And hopefully by then you have enough. you get super lucky somewhere, and then you can immediately switch into 2 more extra pieces of the set rather than having to buy the weapon. But again, I say this a lot, but everyone who's ever bought the weapon has never really regretted it, even if they got a weapon drop the day after, just because it just feels so good to switch into it, and it's just worth, and you have a backup.
It's gonna feel so good.
Yep.
It's still feeling so good.
It's just a huge increase compared to all the other upgrades you can make. Yeah, comparatively, the base attack of the arcane weapon is just broken.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I need some levels. Like, my plan is to get like to 250 and see from there on. That's basically my plan.
That'd be good shit. Yeah, and then you can start working harder on the familiars, the nodes, droplets. I think it feels like just a thing that's a little bit tucked away, but I think just separating the drop and the meso pieces, sorry, the drop meso and the damage pieces for the accessories, and then figuring out and sorting out, like cleaning up the V matrix. I think those 2 things are going to be the main difference things, and then familiars later is gonna hopefully nicely pile onto that.
That's
take
be
advantage.
Fine.
Yeah.
Especially the moment I can get to Moonbridge, I think. Then I can easily
Just jump and bunker buster. No, not bunker buster. What is it? Planet buster?
Planet buster.
Entire planets. Yeah, just kidding.
Yeah, I know the spider map is also great, but that's the thing I talked about. Less. It's better experience-wise, but it's worse.
The looting, right? Yeah. So we do have the Vax pad soon, right? So.
That's maybe then an option to take.
If you get the compensation, yeah. Some people also go into the morass maps, the waterways. What are they called again? On the right side, because those are like pretty flat and horizontal, which I guess you like, right? You like just jumping around with your big ass flash jump and planet bustering. But then looting there is also a nightmare. But like with a vac pad, that could be way easier. So that could be an option as well. Abandoned area? No. What's the first step to the right?
You mean Shadow Dance?
Shadow Dance halls. Yes.
With shadows.
Yeah, but dude, have you heard the background music there?
No, I don't play with background.
It's just like completely. It's completely quiet, and it's like it was just a recording from like an abandoned warehouse, and then like every 25 seconds you hear like, bang, like a clangy sound like in the background, and then that's it. That's the whole track. It's like, wow, somebody. And then the monsters themselves are just like bluish and reddish shadows with like no detail on it whatsoever. It's like, wow, somebody really. It's like when you see a Pokemon, you're like, oof, this one was added in because they were too short, like one or 2 Pokemon shy. It was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we could throw these failed concepts in there just to round out the roster. Kind of feels like that. Yeah.
No, makes sense. No,
but I guess those maps have like an insane amount of monsters on it, so if you can get around quickly, which you can, and if looting becomes better, which a Vac-Pack can do, then those could become options because cards.
True, and the sub-orbital strike really helps with bigger maps. Since those
that's a summon, right? This guy?
Yeah, leaves like that's why I want to level with as fast as I could.
Yeah.
Because it stays for around
long time, right? Like it's a minute?
Almost 2 minutes.
Almost 2 minutes.
Level, with the 3-minute cooldown.
Right, so it extends if you level it up. Yeah, that one is valuable to level. Yeah, and then
that's why I kind of want to just rush that one to next.
The mobbing mode like breaks up into different robots, right?
Yeah.
And then bossing, it's one with more lines, so it's
Yeah, and with mobbing, it one-shots right now, so it's just really great, like killing shit on bigger maps.
Sure.
Good job.
Yeah, that's good uptime, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you risked it.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any pieces of equips or any things that we went over, or any? I don't know if you had any questions written down that we didn't get to.
No, not really. It was just mainly where to start from now on and where to work towards, and we went over that, so I'm really glad about that. I know what to take from the start, especially with my nodes, is a lot of room for improvement. I always never really knew about the nodes, like which one was good to take, or like do I get rid of them, make them into the ones that I need, but now it's just like save it up.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them will get value later, and there's more potential value lost by extracting them for a long time than by just using them and leveling them. There's definitely, I would say, for the decent nodes, except for Holy Symbol, you can just, and of course, like Door, Hyperbody, and Door, Hyperbody. Yeah, maybe like or the Shower or something. You probably just get rid of those, because like, when are you really going to use those? You've got like all of the mobbing you could possibly want already. And we learned about the nodes sometimes looking differently.
Yeah, that's why I made that mistake, to be fair. I just looked only at the picture. I was like, oh, it's a different skill. Nice.
Yeah, oh, I see. And also, is the one at the bottom right, does it look like it's higher up than the other one as well?
Bottom right.
Well, so the level 16 one, the bottom right skill, does it look like the bottom of the node starts higher? Because there's like a purple line underneath it. It's not as smooth as the other one. But yeah, whatever.
It's a DMS class.
Yeah, it's non-KMS totally intended. Yep.
I just even wonder, I don't even think they're going to get changed anything at all with rework in
No,
6 months. Doubt.
Don't press X for doubt, yeah, for sure.
Exactly. No, but I know what to do now.
Okay.
I want to thank you a lot for that, for your time and patience.
You're welcome.
I hope you learned something about Jett as well.
Yeah, a little bit here and there, yeah. I still have to do Project CRA soon. We're soon starting the Pirates, so I'll have to figure a bunch of stuff out.
You're gonna love the Scardor. It's 30 seconds iframe, basically.
I think so, yeah. You can just tank everything. I think I used it in the test server to just fly into the Damien balls during the summon, just like tank them all.
That's legit how I burst.
Yeah.
It works.
Skirt, yeah.
It's so great.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I learned to love all of the classes for their qualities and their special capabilities.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Monka's tier, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any questions.
Okay, well, great. I wish you the best of luck then, and you'll be around in chat, so you can always ask if there's anything comes up.
Or in the guild, huh?
In the guild, yeah, exactly. But yeah. Oh, if you guys still need a spot for the bosses and stuff, you can. I think there were some people looking.
I don't know whether it's filled now with the dual blade or not.
Oh yeah, maybe it's permafill now. That'd be nice.
Yeah, exactly. That would be nice. Then we always have 6 people to just get everything going. Would be nice. Then he is the lowest level.
Yes. Now you have to stay ahead of him though, otherwise, if he passes you.
Yeah, well, if dual blade.
Yeah, dual blade passes the Jett in mobbing, then you know you're slacking.
That's why I at least try 1 totem a week,
Yeah. Keep that steady progress going. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah. So best of luck. I'll see you around, and have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you. You have a great rest of your stream.
Thank you. And
all right. Have a good night. Bye.
Yep. Bye. Right. Cool. All of the Jett players represented. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit about Jett as well. I did. About weird boost nodes and all that stuff. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this session, I'm glad. Your totem is not over yet, but soon the totem will be over, okay? So keep at it. Just 20 more minutes. Refresh those beautiful 20-minute coupons. Don't you just love 15-minute coupons, guys? They're the best thing ever. Yeah, if there's any questions you have, leave a comment. If you want one of these sessions, check the description of the video. If you would like to win one of these sessions for free, or you want to, well, then you need to leave a comment saying that you want to win. This session was bought with channel points by watching the stream and being a subscriber over on Twitch. So if you want to check out the stream, or you want to use any of these resources, these are all available through the Twitch chat. So check me out. I stream every day over on Twitch. And other than that, hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye. Bye, YouTube. YouTube, bye.